Alright.
Those girls look smart. Hey. Ooh, look at your nose. All right. Okay, you must got straight A's. Tell me your secret.
I just study, take notes during class, lots of highlighters.
Okay, lots of highlighters.
Lots of notes.
All right, sticky notes. All right, what about you?
I'm gonna be honest, we're just popping Addies.
Popping
It's a
Addy.
study drug.
A study drug?
Yeah.
Y'all heard of them and their kids. Adderall, a drug or a study enhancement?
All right, so Adderall, a drug or a study enhancement, a deeper dive into the abuse of Adderall. Presentation by Jimmy, Jennifer, Caleb, and Disha.
What is Adderall? Adderall is a member of the stimulant class and is a mix of amphetamines and dextroamphetamine salts. It's known as a study drug and is used to treat ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It increases the central nervous system arousal and is a Schedule II drug. This means that you can only get a 30-day supply with a prescription with no refills. People with ADHD, it provides a mood boost and perceived focus, but not necessarily improvement in complex cognitive skill. Why is it so addicting? Students in competitive schools are twice as likely to abuse stimulant drugs. It's called a study drug most of the time, and people will use the term pop an Addy in reference to studying more. Physicians will substitute tutoring and counseling with Adderall instead because it is covered by insurance. Athletes like Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps and Simone Biles also used it to get ahead, but it is now banned in most sports.
All right, so what are some of the justifications of Adderall? Students are unaware of the different dosages that are needed, and then students think that they're using it for the right reasons because it's technically considered a study enhancement drug. Some students believe that since it is a prescription drug, that it is safe and harmless, which leads to students not taking the recommended amount, which is basically NPS, which is non-medical prescription stimulus, which is when a person takes the prescription drug that is not prescribed to them. So Adderall in our schools. Adderall is used in our schools because it is used to achieve higher grades and for successful academic success. An interview by DeSantis et al., he interviewed 1,811 students who took Adderall, and only 4% of them were prescribed. Why? Adderall is utilized to achieve higher grades and successful academic career. And how does Adderall work? So Adderall is a combination of amphetamine and dextroamphetamine, which affects the dopamine and the norepinephrine, which regulates attention and motivation. It blocks the uptake of dopamine and the norepinephrine in the brain, which encourages the neurotransmitters to stay in the brain even longer. This is what causes the release of dopamine and the norepinephrine.
So some of the side effects of Adderall is loss of appetite, insomnia, nervousness, headaches, stomach aches, vomiting, nausea, dizziness, increased heart rate, blood pressure, and possible change in the structure of heart. Can Adderall lead to Parkinson's disease? So by taking Adderall, it can actually raise dopamine levels in the brain in uncontrollable ways, which is similarly impacted by Parkinson's disease. One of the main theories in current research is the long-term and how high dose can lead to neurotoxicity. This harms the dopamine-producing neurons in the substantia nigra, which is part of the brain that is crucially involved in Parkinson's disease. This injury can lead to the deterioration of the natural neurons and can bring an individual closer to an early onset of Parkinson's disease.
The myth about Adderall. Adderall does not raise grades. Students who abuse Adderall suffer insufficient sleep, poor decision making, excessive drinking. This can often decrease grades. To cut down on Adderall misuse, campuses should make it easy for students to get the help they need. First, give students clear information about misusing Adderall, what misusing Adderall actually does to your body through seminars on drug use. Second, offer academic support like peer tutoring so students don't feel pressured into using study drugs. Third, make mental health and ADHD evaluations easier to access, as well as low-cost counseling. Campuses should also have strong policies on distributing and giving out prescribed medicine, and those are some solutions for Adderall drug abuse.